Welcome to the Fantasy Goats. I'm Jake Sabula here with my colleague, my partner, the GOAT himself, Nicholas Salvatore. How we doing?
We're doing great, Jake. How about you?
Pretty freaking fantabulous.
Glad to hear it.
Today, we're going to recap a little bit of week 3. As you can see very quickly, the GOAT Jake wins the week. And we're going to go through every single game of week 4, pick a side, beat the spread. Hopefully both agree on everything, go 16-0, but we probably won't, but we probably will. Nick, thoughts about going 5-11, losing to me by 4 games?
Yeah, not really sure what happened there. A couple of bad beats, but I think this week I've got you here.
You get unlucky? You got a little unlucky?
A little bit unlucky, kind of like the Eagles with that tie.
A little bit
tied to the Bengals. I told you guys.
Wait, thoughts about punting the ball away.
64 yards. They're basically in field position. Do I think Jakey could have made it? I think Jakey could have made it. He's done it before. He did it his rookie season. It's well known. I think he could have made it. He's a beast.
So you're upset?
I think it goes against what Doug Peterson believes in, and I think he got scared a little bit.
Yeah, but is that what we're doing? Is this what we're doing now? We're just saying, hey, let's not do everything we can to win a football game.
I think he got scared to lose to the Bengals and go 0-3, and instead he took the coward's way out. And
how is a loss better? I mean, how is a tie better?
Actually, they are the only team that made ground in the NFC East. I guess that's a win.
Oh my gosh!
It is.
What a horrifying stat. Horrifying.
It's a half a game. A half a game wins you the division.
It's just.
I didn't say I like the decision. I didn't. But a half a game does win you the decision, and we will see at the end of the season.
I want some schoolyard BS. If you don't want to kick the field goal, you do schoolyard BS. Just start the longest yard. What are you doing? You got to go for something. Disagree. Oh my gosh. Horrible. I don't care.
Moving on.
Indefensible. I went 9-7. Nick goes 5-11. We're going to keep track of these every single week. And by the end of the season, we will recap our final records. Now, if we go like a pretty good winning record, we're basically professional bettors. Because people are like, oh, he went 55% of his bets long term. He's such a winning bettor. Well, watch us.
I just wanted to give you a head start also.
We suckers.
You're going to need the head start, so.
Yeah, well, I'll be going 16-0 every single week moving forward. So actually, Nick mathematically cannot win. Anyway, moving on. Week 4, Nick. Let's hear your thoughts on Denver Skis versus Jets. Jets.
My home team, the Denver Broncos, going against the Jets, -2.5. Look, Jake, the Jets are a dumpster fire, and I just cannot, at this point of the season, get myself to bet on them in any way, shape, or form. I think it was like 12.5 points last week. I took them. They lost by more than 12.5 points. The Broncos, everyone says defense travels well. I think the Broncos have the better defense. And I also think they have the better run game. Neither quarterback is playing well right now. Neither of them have their top targets. I'm taking the Broncos -2.5. What do you think?
NFL Network's getting absolutely screwed by the games that they're getting, correct? They had Miami and Jax last weekend, and now they're getting Denver versus the Jets.
I mean, that's most Thursday night games, I feel like.
It's
pretty shitty.
Absolutely horrifying. Is Drew Lock back? No, correct?
No. He's out for like 6 weeks.
Well, Nick, I'm here to disagree. No. The Jets are winning at home.
Wow.
Drew Lock's out. Jeff Driscoll can't do it. If you look at the Broncos historically, Drew Lock has actually carried them to a lot of wins. I don't know the exact number, but they have a very high winning percentage with him, and without him, they are a dumpster fire. They have injuries on defense. I think the Jets come out, they win. Sammy Darnold puts the freaking team on his back, feeds the ball to Frank Gore. Frank Gore could die on the field, but the Jets win.
Jake, wow, just a horrible take. Completely disagree with you. I guess I'm 1-0. All right, Jake, let's move on to the Cardinals and the Panthers. What do you think? Cardinals -4 at the Panthers.
All right, so here's the deal. Kyler Murray had 3 picks last game. He had a very bad game for Kyler Murray standards because he still played well. He put up, I think, 24 points or something like that. And they only lost by less than a field goal after 3 picks. Turnovers, a lot of variance. He's not going to do that again. That was one bad game. I think that the Arizona Cardinals, big bounce back week, beat the Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers are high on themselves. They just got to win. They're a frisky team, obviously. But I think the Cardinals are better. They cover. Boom, boom, pow.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you. The Cardinals, I like them in this big bounce back game. They need to stay competitive in the NFC West with the Rams and the 49ers out there. Oh, yeah. And the Seattle Seahawks.
Correct.
That is probably the best division in football right now. The Cardinals have to win this game. I don't think the Panthers have enough to keep up with them offensively. I think the Panthers' only shot in this game is if they get up like 2 scores early and then try to control the clock. Yeah, I think the Cardinals cover this.
Nick, you're up. Game 3.
Woo!
Balti coming off of a big loss to the Kansas City Chiefs on Monday night. Looked very bad.
Which we both got right.
I think which we both got right.
We did.
Don't give me 3 points with little Patty Mahomes skis.
That's right.
I'll take it all day. Baltimore -13 at the Washington football team. Who do you got?
All right, Jake. I feel like we're going to have the same thing here. So the Ravens are, for lack of a better word, pissed AF. There is no shot for the Washington football team in this game. From a money line perspective, first of all, like 0%. So if you want to bet money line, I bet it's incredible. Yeah, I'm looking for Lamar to have a huge game here. Chase Young got injured in that last game. I highly doubt that they come out here and make him risk. I think it was like a groin injury. That is not an injury that you can mess with. That's a big hit to their D-line, especially that speed that he has to contain Lamar Jackson. And frankly, Washington, if they get behind, again, similar to the Panthers, they can't keep up offensively.
You're going to get rolled. Let's be honest.
Ravens team, too good. Yeah, I'm going to take the Ravens here, even at -13.
I'm running.
Another loss for the NFC East.
Couldn't agree more. The Baltimore Ravens are absolutely rolling the Washington football team. I don't care. Don't overthink it. Yeah. Dwayne Haskins is throwing 3 picks. Baltimore is putting up as many points as possible. They want to absolutely murder them. I just take it. I don't care if it's 13 points. If it was 19 points, I'd probably still consider probably taking it. You understand?
Yeah. 20 points. I think they win by a lot.
Don't overthink it. They're rolling the Washington football team. They're not going to come out and have like a close game with the Washington football team.
Yeah, no way. Moving on to the next game, Jake. Your Cowboys coming off another tough loss. We've got the Browns +4.5 at the Cowboys. What's your take?
Conveniently, I get my team. And I'm happy about it. You know why? Because I know my team. Just like last week when I said we're not going to beat Seattle, take Seattle -4.5 because he's on the road. Dak's on the road. He doesn't play well. Well, Dak's at home versus a pretty crappy team with injuries in the secondary in the Cleveland Browns. Dak's going to do good. There's going to be talk, oh, Dak's back. He's playing so well. No, he plays good at home versus crappy teams, just like last year when he started 3-0 and he played the Giants, who had a terrifyingly bad secondary, and the Washington Redskins, who are pretty much just as bad as they are this year. So I take the Cowboys to cover 4.5. They're going to play well at home. Dak's going to put up huge numbers, yada, yada, yada. We're still not that good of a football team, even though I love them.
Yeah, again, I'm going to have to agree with you here. Cowboys at home against, frankly, an average Browns team. They have wins against the football team of Washington and the Cincinnati Bengals, which we both know are not very good teams. I think the Cowboys are going to score quick and fast in this game. No way Baker can keep up with Dak and that Cowboys offense. And the Cowboys are just going to right the ship and get a win.
Agree. On to the next, Nick. You're up first here.
Ooh, I like this one.
Colts. Philip Rivskis -3 on the road in Chicago with a new starting quarterback.
Jake, you know who we got to talk about here. I've
Big
already mentioned him.
Nick.
I already mentioned him. Big D Nick, baby. Jake, all aboard the train. Foles to the freaking moon, bro. To the moon. This dude is a winner. I love him. I'm glad that he, honestly, aside from the fact that he's on the Eagles, he is just a fantastic guy, a fantastic teammate. Everybody loves him. He deserved this chance, especially after Trubisky's season last year and the season before, and how he's played this year. Folesy deserves this. And I am taking the Bears at home. Nick Foles' first start for them. The Colts, yeah, they had a good week. But guess what? The Colts lost against the Jags. They beat a bad Vikings team and the freaking Jets. Like, everyone thinks the Colts are this like big bad team with this great defense, which they might be. But I think this week we're going to find out with Foles Daddy in there. What do you think?
Foles Daddy. Nick, it's like you read my notes. I say, big bleep Nick. That's my first note. And then I say, why do the Colts have the highest rated defense? Oh, because they played the Jacksonville Jaguars, who they lost to, who we find out was, Minshew's, he's fine, but it's not like relaxed. He's okay. He's fine. Nick. And then they play the Vikings. They hold the Vikings to 11. Well, Kirk Cousins looks like he had a broken leg and a broken clavicle, so that's why. The Colts defense is not as good as they are rated, which is why this line is -3. I don't believe in them. Big bleeping Nick is going to come out, put up points. Chicago's known for their defense, so wait, we have Nick putting up points and a good defense and at home getting 3. Lock it in.
Lock it in. Moving on. Let's go to Jags +3 at the Bengals. Very interesting. The Jags are actually an underdog in this game to the Bengals. What do you think, Jake?
It is interesting, but it goes back to my point. Minshew's fine. He's fine. But guess what? There's another guy we got to talk about. Joey B. Mm-hmm. Joey Bag of Donuts. Joey bada bada bing dubba W.
Little Moe's shout out there, huh?
Little Moe's shout out. Well, Joe Burrow's going to get his first win. He's a winner. He's going to do whatever it takes. He's at home. And I think the Jacks are way overblown. I don't think they're that good. Mm-hmm. I don't think they're that good at all. And another thing, especially if DJ Chark's out, which he's getting testing on Monday of his chest and his back, we've seen how important the number one wide receivers are. Jacks got killed by the Dolphins. They couldn't do anything on offense. Chark was out. We see what's happening to the Saints with Michael Thomas. Joey Bag of Donuts gets his first dub. Lock it in.
Jake, again, I have to agree with you. An ode to Herm Edwards. They are who we thought they were, Jake.
Ooh.
The Jags are not a good team. They had that win in week 1, and I think everyone was like, whoa, like the Jags, maybe. No, they're the Jaguars. Like, that's who they are. They're not going to win this game. I saw it firsthand with Joe Burrow last week against the Eagles. He is finally catching his stride. The guy has thrown 50 balls in like every game. That is a ton of experience reading defenses and making those tough throws, especially in all these close games that he's been in. Yeah, I'm taking the Bengals -3.
Nicky boy, you are up. The LA Chargers +7.5 over a touchdown at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What do you got?
Yeah, again, this is one of those games. If it was last week, maybe I'm taking the Chargers and the points this week, but I'm not. The Bucs are catching their stride, much to the dislike of the rest of the NFC. They've now taken control of that division. They're at home. The Chargers just lost to a not so great Panthers team, as we know. And that same Panthers team lost to the Bucs 31-17, which is 14 points. Chargers +7.5. You got to think the Bucs are going to take this game by more than 7.5 points.
Nick, I got to agree again. We could have a huge week together, or we could have an awful week, but I'm picking huge week. Tom Brady's coming home. I don't think he's getting enough buzz. He's going to put up a lot of points. Chris Harris, big guy, out in the secondary, out for the game. Watch out for Tom Brady. A couple deep shots to Mike Evans. Game over 7.5 points. Nothing. Lock it
Even without Godwin, it's just you got to take the Bucks here.
Yeah, I mean, what are the Chargers showing us? Really nothing yet.
Yeah.
And now part of their good defense is out.
I think they just caught Kansas City by surprise. All right. Saints -4 at the Lions. Jake, what's your take?
People are writing off the Saints keys. But guess what? Oh, when the Saints come marching in and Drew Brees comes back and gets a win. Drew Brees is at home, coming off of a bad loss. He's getting Michael Thomas back. That's the biggest key to the game.
Yeah.
They're going to be back. At first, I underestimated how important a number one wide receiver is, but now you start.
Which I alluded to.
That is true. You did. It was a good point, but now you start to see it, and now I believe in the Saints, and they're -4. Oh, they're not at home. I apologize. They're away. But I still think with Michael Thomas back, Saints get it done.
Right. Similar to what you just said. So the Saints, like we just talked about, the Bucks are desperate for a win. The Bucks, they cannot let them run away with this division. The Saints need this win. They're at the Lions. Like Jake said, Michael Thomas looks to be back. It's not confirmed right now, but the thing is, even if a 70% Michael Thomas lines up on that field, you have to game plan for him. It opens up so many things. Nobody knows how healthy he's going to be. You have to assume that he's 100% healthy. So yeah, I am also going to be taking the Saints -4. And honestly, the Saints are just a better team than the Lions. They are.
Yeah.
Coaching, quarterback, offense, defense, everything. The Saints should win this game by more than 4 points.
Another agreement. This is big. Maybe. Oh my goodness. Nick, up next.
There might be another one.
Let Russ cook Seattle Seahawks -7 at Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. What do you got?
Jake, you might like this take here. So the Seahawks just beat a good Cowboys team.
Say it again.
Now everyone's saying,
say it again.
Oh, the Dallas Cowboys. How can you say they're good? The Dallas Cowboys could easily be 3-0 right now. 3-0 with an extra win over the Rams and the Seahawks, who are both looking like major contenders this year. The Dolphins 100% cannot stop Russell Wilson. Nobody can. The dude is on a tear. He's on pace to be the best, have the statistically best quarterback season of all time. And I think the Seahawks, as bad as their defense has looked, can stop Fitz a couple times. An interception, a bad throw. The Seahawks are going to win this game, and they are going to win this game big. -7. I'm taking the Seahawks. Disagree.
Could be some of my South Florida bias.
Wow.
Couple points here.
That's
number one and most important. I'm going to be at this game.
Wow.
In the 6th row, rooting for the Miami Dolphins. And nobody's stopping Russ.
You're going to this game.
Russ. But guess what? Russ cooks. Yeah. You know who else cooks? Fitz Magic. This game's going to stay close. Seahawks are going to win, but Miami Dolphins are going to cover.
Wow.
Lock it in.
All right. Jake, moving on. Let's hear your take on Giants +13 at the Rams. We took the bait on the +13 last week with the Jets. What are you doing with the Giants? Another New York, New Jersey-esque team.
I'll tell you what. I'm going back to the well. I don't learn from my mistakes. You know what I do? I double down on my mistakes because I'm a degenerate gambler. And that's what we do. New York Giants +13. How could you not take the points? Rams look good. Give Daniel Jones a chance. +13. Take it. Lock it in. Everyone's saying the Rams are going to roll over at home. Well, guess what? Double down on the double-digit underdogs. Lock it in, New York Giants.
Jake. Dis-freaking-agree.
This is where I go ahead.
Wholeheartedly. If you forgot, the Giants are in the NFC least. Just awful. The Giants lost huge last week to Nick freaking Mullins. Nick Mullins by 29 points or something? Something ridiculous. The Rams look like a contender this year, better than the 49ers with Nick Mullins, I'll tell you that. And the Giants look frankly awful. And you can chalk that up to just too many injuries for the Giants. Their top offensive weapons are injured. Wayne Gallman, that's who we talked about last week. You brought him up.
What about my boy Devonta?
The Giants lose by 20 again. The Rams take this at home easy. Traveling from New York to LA, easy.
Classic public deception.
Come on, give me the next one.
Buffalo Bills -3 at, could be real, could be fake, the Las Vegas Raiders.
Jake, the Buffalo Bills. Can anybody get a read on this team ever? Any season? No one can do it, even us. We looked last week and we said, oh, the Buffalo Bills. They beat the Dolphins. And I think the other team was the Jets. Who says the Bills are any good? Well, guys, the Bills are good. Like, they're good. They beat the Rams last week, who maybe they should have lost at the end of the game. But either way, a win's a win. The Bills at the Raiders, and they're only giving them 3 points. Yeah, no chance. Bills look like one of the best teams in the league next to KC, Seattle, and Green Bay. The Raiders don't have what it takes to stick within 3 of this team. I think the Bills take it by more than 3.
I'll keep it simple here, Nick. The Raiders are the Raiders.
Why is it -3?
They get 1 win over the Saints, who played awful. Drew Brees didn't throw the ball past 18 yards or something like that. Raiders are not, I mean, they're fine. They're going to maybe go 9-7. They're not going to beat the Bills. The Bills are going to beat them by more than 3. Easy money. Lock it in.
The Raiders?
Now this
all right. The Patriots +7 at the Chiefs. I'm really interested to hear what you have to say about this one.
You want to hear my in-depth analysis?
I want to hear it. Fucking give it to me. Give it to me.
Bill Belichick with 7 points. Lock it in the Patriots.
Wow.
That's it.
Wow.
That's it.
I'll give you a little more.
That's it.
I think the Patriots, their identity now is playing good D, controlling the pace of the game, running the ball, and making the 3rd down and 3 conversion. That's why I'm taking the Patriots +7. They're going to run the ball. They're going to keep the game close. They're going to lose the game. Absolutely, they're going to lose the game, but they're going to lose it by less than 7 points. That's why I'm taking the Patriots +7.
Couldn't agree more. Don't give Bill Belichick +7 points.
Oh, look how this is turning out. Give me the next one.
How convenient. Philadelphia. Oh, I know. I got a little sneak preview of this. Philadelphia +7 versus the San Francisco 49ers, coming off of a roll over the Giants.
Jakey boy. This is the game. This is the one. I don't give you anything on the Eagles every week. I keep it real. I don't like betting on them. I'll tell you when I'm not confident. I wasn't confident last week. We saw how that turned out. Guys, they do this every year. It's always the game that they have no shot to freaking win. Last year was the Bills. This year, it is the 49ers. I don't care if they have freaking George Kittle, freaking Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, Terrell Owens, doesn't matter. The Eagles are going to win this game. They always play up and down to their opponent. They're going to be ready for this game. No one is giving them a shot in hell. I'm not just taking them +7, Jake. The Eagles will win this game on sheer guts and drive alone. You think 4th and 7 from the Eagles' own 37 in the first quarter, Doug Peterson doesn't go for it? He's going for it. He is not taking this anymore. He wins this game, and he wins it big by more than 7 points. The Eagles win this game. Absolutely. Lock it in.
Couldn't disagree more.
Don't be wrong.
Die, Eagles, die.
Wow.
I have a few things written down.
You wrote that one down for sure.
Philly traveling east to west.
Doesn't matter.
Mostert back.
Doesn't matter.
Kittle back.
Doesn't matter.
Fly, Mostert, fly. San Francisco lock it in.
No chance. All right, Jake. Last game with an asterisk, but let's talk about this first. Falcons plus 7.5 at the Packers. Who are you taking?
I honestly think the morale is so low in Atlanta that they're just going to get killed. That's what I think. I know that they've scored a lot of points. I know that they've been up a lot. But it's really bad right now. It's so bad. When you're labeled an absolute choke artist, I can't give you credit. I can't give you credit. The Packers look great. I know it's 7.5. I wish it was 6.5, but take the Packers at home. Lock it in.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you here. Frankly, it's weird to say, but that the Packers might be a little bit underrated. I think they might be the best team in the league all around. I mean, you could say KC's offense is better. But I mean, around, they're playing good D. They've got a great run game. And when none of that's working, they have freaking Aaron Rodgers and they're going to have Devontae Adams back. Like, this team is built to win, and they're built to win in multiple ways. It's not just going to be Patrick Mahomes coming back from 10 against the Patriots in the playoffs or the Texans. Like, this team can beat you in every single way. And like you said, the Falcons, their heart and their soul have been ripped from their body. Like, they are literally like barely, like, they might get relegated, like straight up relegated to the freaking SEC or something.
It's bad.
Like, really bad. Packers big at home. Packers, take them.
Okay, on your point though, completely agree. I feel like we just completely forget that the Packers went 13-3 last year and lost the NFC Championship game. I mean, like,
I mean, this team, no, they honestly might be the best team. Like, who? Seattle, like, Seattle's defense isn't that great. Their run game isn't that great. The KC, you could say that their offense is better, but their run game isn't better. Their defense definitely is not better than the Rams. I mean, yeah, I just compare quarterbacks, Jared Goff to Aaron Rodgers. Like, no, like, the Packers really might be the best team in the league.
Yeah, which is crazy to think about. We just forget about it, but it's 13-3 NFC Championship last year.
Yeah.
They're back. Rodgers dialed in. That's it.
Well, back to that asterisk. Don't think we forgot. Correct. We've got a little COVID problem going on.
I forgot because I said that's it, but that's okay.
Steelers and the Titans, Vikings and the Texans. You could probably tell they weren't included in this.
They got no lines.
We don't know what's going on with the games. You'd have to think that at least the Titans-Steelers game will probably get rescheduled. The Vikings game might have a chance. I think they said they wanted to wait 48 hours, but we'll see. If those games do come on, best believe Jake and I will make those picks in a different video. But other than that, good to go.
Hey, stay tuned for our next video. We're going to put up a betting challenge. $100 start. Nick and I track all of our bets. Winner at the end of the year is the person that has made the most money. We're both going to probably have over 10K in our account, so we'll keep you updated every step of the way. Boom, bada bing, bada bop. Nick, any final words? Shut up, Nick.